Hello, I'm John Bohan of Baseball Me Love. This is the first in a series in which I'll be showcasing the college pitchers of the week for each of the Division One conferences that play baseball. This first was for the period of February 17th through the 19th, although there was one conference that took through the 20th. The American East Conference selected Nick Silva of the Maine Black Bears. The sophomore right-hander had a no decision and a 3-2 loss to Winthrop with 6 innings pitched, giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 5 walks, while striking out 5. The American Athletic Conference selected Seth Romero of the Houston Cougars. The junior left-hander picked up the win in an 8-1 victory over Wake Forest with 6 innings pitched while giving up 5 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and he struck out 12. The Atlantic 10 Conference selected Sean Thompson of the Virginia Commonwealth University Rams. The junior right-hander picked up the win in a 3-0 victory over Florida State while he had 5 innings pitched and gave up 1 hit, no earned runs, 3 walks, and he struck out 6. The Atlantic Coast Conference selected Connor Johnstone of the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. The senior right-hander tossed a complete game 1-hit shutout in a 5-0 victory over Nichols, as he had 9 innings pitched and gave up 1 hit, 0 earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 6. The Atlantic Sun Conference selected Frank German of the North Florida Ospreys. The sophomore right-hander picked up the win in a 9-2 victory over Radford, and he had 6.2 innings pitched and gave up 0 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and he struck out 10. The Big Ten Conference selected Tanner Andrews of the Purdue Boilermakers. The junior right-hander picked up the win in a 9-3 victory over Texas State with 7.7 innings pitched, giving up 2 hits, 1 earned run, and no walks, while striking out 9. The Big 12 Conference selected Jake Irvin of the Oklahoma Sooners. The sophomore right-hander picked up the win in a 6-2 victory over Long Beach State with 7 innings pitched while giving up 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 10. The Big East Conference selected Zach Schellinger of Seton Hall Pirates. The junior right-hander picked up a win and a save coming out of the bullpen in the 4-game series against Michigan. His combined pitching line was 3 innings pitched with no hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 6. The Big South Conference selected Bradley Hallman of the Gardner-Webb Running Bulldogs. The junior right-hander picked up the win in a 5-0 victory over Canisius with 8 innings pitched. He gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and struck out 6. The Big West Conference selected Connor Siebold of the Cal State Fullerton Titans. The junior right-hander picked up the win in a 1-0 victory over Stanford while having 7 innings pitched and giving up 5 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and struck out 5. The Colonial Athletic Conference selected Robbie Wellhalf of the Elon Phoenix. The junior right-hander pitched a no-hitter in a 7-0 victory over Longwood, and his pitching line showed the 9 innings pitched with no hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 8. Conference USA selected Garrett Whitlock of the University of Alabama at Birmingham Blazers. The sophomore right-hander picked up the win in a 3-2 victory over Creighton with 8 innings pitched, giving up 5 hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 6. The Horizon League selected Danny Sexton of the Wright State Raiders. The junior left-hander picked up the win in a 9-2 victory over Clemson with 6 2/3 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and he struck out 7. The Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference selected Charlie Geria of the Marist Red Foxes. The junior left-hander picked up the win in a 5-0 victory over Bucknell with 5 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 2 hits, no earned runs, 3 walks, and he struck out 8. The Mid-American Conference, they selected 2 players. They selected Colin Brockhouse of the Ball State Cardinals and Eli Krause of the Kent State Golden Flashes. Brockhouse is a junior right-hander representing the West Division. He came out of the bullpen to earn a win in an 8-3 victory over Maryland. He had 4 1/3 innings pitched, gave up 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 8. Krause is a junior left-hander representing the East Division. He picked up the win in a 15-0 victory over Belmont. He had 7 innings pitched, gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 8. The Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference selected Tyler Norris of the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. The junior right-hander picked up the win in a 2-1 victory over Boston College with 6 innings pitched, and he gave up 2 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 11. The Missouri Valley Conference selected Patrick Schneiders of the Evansville Purple Aces. The senior right-hander had a no decision when he left with a 9-0 lead in a 9-10 loss against Central Arkansas, and his pitching line showed 5 innings pitched with no hits, no earned runs, 4 walks, and 11 strikeouts. The Mountain West Conference selected Ricky Tyler Thomas of the Fresno State Bulldogs. The junior left-hander picked up the win in a 9-1 victory over Oregon. He had 6 innings pitched while giving up 2 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and struck out 9. The Northeastern Conference selected Andrew Hinckley of the Central Connecticut Blue Devils. The senior right-hander picked up the win in a 3-2 victory over Holy Cross, while he had 5 innings pitched, giving up 1 hit, no earned runs, and no walks, and he struck out 7. The Ohio Valley Conference selected Ryan Dills of the Murray State Racers. The senior right-hander picked up the win in a 2-0 victory over Louisiana Lafayette. He had 7 innings pitched, giving up 4 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 10. The Pacific 12 Conference selected Luke Heimlich of the Oregon State Beavers. The junior left-hander had a no decision in a 1-0 victory over Indiana. He went 5 2/3 innings while giving up 4 runs, He gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 11. The Patriot League selected Trevor Hoke of the Lafayette Leopards. The senior right-hander picked up the win in a 10-2 victory over Notre Dame with 8 innings pitched while giving up 1 hit, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and striking out 7. The Southeastern Conference selected Jared Poche of the Louisiana State University Tigers. The senior left-hander pitched a no-hitter in the second game of a doubleheader in a 6-0 victory over Army. His pitching line showed 7 innings pitched, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, and he struck out 4. The Southern Conference selected Matt Frisbee of the University of North Carolina Greensboro Spartans. The sophomore right-hander picked up the victory in a 1-0 victory over South Carolina with 7 innings pitched, 3 hits given up, and no runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 4. The Southland Conference selected Heath Donica of the Sam Houston State Bearcats. The senior right-hander tossed a 1-hitter in a 1-0 victory over Nevada. His line showed 9 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, 2 walks, and he struck out 14. The Southwestern Conference selected Brandon Marcinek of Alabama A&M. The senior left-handed picked up the win and a save in 3 combined appearances out of the bullpen, and his combined pitching line showed 9 innings pitched while giving up 10 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. The Summit League selected Ryan Froome of the San Diego State Jackrabbits. The senior right-hander picked up the win in a 3-2 victory over Chicago State, going 7 innings, giving up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, and striking out 5. The Sun Belt Conference selected Zach Melton of the South Alabama Jaguars. The junior left-hander picked up the win with plenty of run support in a 32-0 victory over Eastern Illinois. As his pitching line showed, he went 6 innings, gave up no hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and he struck out 9. The West Coast Conference selected Nick Sprengel of the San Diego Toreros. The sophomore left-hander picked up the win in a 3-2 victory over Vanderbilt, going 5 innings as he gave up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, and he struck out 9. And the Western Athletic Conference selected Jake Wong of the Grand Canyon Lopes. The sophomore right-hander picked up the win in a 6-1 victory over Oklahoma State, going 6 innings and giving up 1 hit, no earned runs, 3 walks, and he struck out 7. Thank you for checking out this segment, and tune in next week as I hope to be doing these on Wednesdays from now on. And you can also catch these players individually on my baseball blog, Baseball Me Love. And until next week, this is John Bohan.